Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another movie review for you. This one is a new movie starring Rebecca Hall. It is called...
People are really riding her nuts lately.
Yeah, it is called Resurrection. All right, guys, Resurrection. Let me read the plot synopsis for you guys.
Make sure you say before we get into it, because I feel like don't watch this review. If you're going to watch the movie, make sure you put spoilers, because like this is something I feel like if you go in blind, you're going to get more from it.
Yes, I'd agree with you.
100%.
Yeah. I always put spoiler alert, though. All right, how about this? Plot. Margaret's life is in order. She is capable, disciplined, and successful. Everything is under control until David returns. That is, carrying with him the horrors of Margaret's past.
Right.
Bananas.
Yeah, so what were your initial thoughts on this movie?
The best thing about this movie is I get to use this again.
Yeah. And what did you use that for previously?
Inside, when we watched that, I played that 800 times, and Kate lost her mind.
It applies to the movie.
And then
if
she got
you watch
into
it, it applies to
It
the
applies
movie.
to Inside perfectly.
Yeah, and this for sure.
Okay, the best summary I've seen is somebody said it's like Possession, the movie that we also reviewed, meets Rosemary's Baby,
Okay.
which is a pretty good.
I can understand
Description.
that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I don't know if that even does it justice though.
No, it's its own thing.
Like this is one of the bigger swings I've seen a movie take in a long time. Where I'm like, no, like the whole time I'm like, they're not gonna do that though. Like they're not.
Yeah.
That's the whole plot of the movie. I was like, they're not gonna do it though, and then they did.
Yes,
I was like,
I honestly,
what? No.
he's talking about the man had a baby inside of
being
him.
in his
Oh,
belly.
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole movie.
Well, the thing is, I got a take on that.
Okay,
I
don't. I feel like I have the same thing.
I
but
don't think he existed. I don't think he was actually there, or the baby was there.
She's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that was all in her head.
But
I think that was all in her head.
I was with you the whole time. I thought it was just going to be like a haha, she's crazy type thing. Like a we got you. She's just crazy.
Yeah.
I think she's
But
just.
they went for it.
I think she's just dealing with the effects of like the traumatic events that happened earlier
Yeah, but
in
for
her
that
life.
long? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, what could he have done? You know what I mean? Like what?
He ate their kid is what she told us.
That couldn't have happened. That could,
Well, that's
no. I think what happened was he might have forced her to have an abortion, or she lost the baby, miscarriage.
Could have. Yeah, it depends
I mean,
on
yeah, it could.
how you watch the movie and how you take the movie.
I think
like,
that
if you think
could
it's like a insane sci-fi or like a legit psychological drama. Like
This is somebody I know. Like whole review of the movie was just, well, that is medically impossible and just fucking goofy.
yeah, that was my. I was like, what?
You think that it was you? That's how you took it though. Like, has it really happened? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I watched
I
it
feel like-
happen, and then
yeah.
her daughter came in and saw her with a baby.
Yes.
So I was like, well, that's
So
how
I
you're gonna
feel-
end it. So.
No, but the thing is, I noticed at the very end, it pushed in on her face.
Her face, and she had like a look of dread.
It like I think it went to like
Yeah, she had
back to
snapped.
reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
But-
that was in her head.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it either way.
Yeah. I think she was coping. I think that was like a fantasy. I think it was a fantasy to kill him and get the baby in one fantasy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Also, but they showed it all happen. So
they did.
like,
They did.
Okay, the daughter.
That's the thing that bothers me. I'm sorry, but that's the thing that bothers me is that like
they showed it, and you don't know if it's real or not.
what's real and what's not. That's bothers me. What's real and what's not.
But I feel like the fact that you're questioning it means it did a good job.
Yeah.
But the daughter sucked. The daughter character kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
She was just trouble. I mean,
She seemed seemed detached. Like when she should have been emotionally involved, she was just like, I'm leaving, Mom. I'm over it.
yeah, I'm out of here.
Don't try to call me. Like it wasn't. She was like enraged. Like don't try to call me, or like crying. Don't call me. She was like, I'm out, Mom. I'm gonna dip. Don't call me.
it was kind of weird for her mom, being that she was like 17, 18, to like cuddle her and sleep with her.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, that would
Oh,
never
her mom
happen.
was damaged.
Like, yeah,
And then she made her drink.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Weird. Weird relationship.
I don't understand why they made her like. Why did it seem like she was a psychiatrist? Like when you first see her at work, she's like being a shrink for that coworker.
Yeah, for her intern.
Yeah, but then you find out like no, she's just like a successful businesswoman.
Yeah, what is her occupation?
It was never really clear, but she was in medicine with like doctors or something.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. And then
she's a surgeon of some sort.
Is she?
It sounded like she was in meetings about cutting people open and.
But then
like
must be a surgeon.
And then when it I think it was just like a business that dealt with surgeons. Like
she was just like and stuff.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah,
but. And then the scene where it was like the reveal and backstory where she explains all of that craziness to that subordinate.
So well acted.
Was so bizarre. Like so absurd and bizarre. Because the lady's like,
a long time.
Yeah, well, the lady's like, are you feeling all right? And she's like, well, let me tell you a little story. And he goes on, like,
it's like SpongeBob. 1 hour later.
Just so bizarre. And then like afterwards, the lady's like, is this like a test? And she's like, don't worry about it. Should have told you. Like, how is she supposed to just go, oh, okay, to that, you tell her that story, like, yeah, I found my baby's fingers and my husband said I ate them all up. I shouldn't have told you, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole movie, the way he acts is just like, blew my mind. It's just like, he needs you. He's in my...
Dude,
like,
weird. I was laughing.
What?
I was laughing. I was like, when he said something about like him being in here, I was laughing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then the end, I'm like...
There are so many scenes that are like awkwardly funny.
Yeah.
Like her beating up that guy, like that dude she's having an affair with. She like beats him up on the sidewalk
on the street.
And is yelling at him.
There's no one that would have seen that and came up and said, "Stop beating up that man."
Well, and then like she said, she's like, "What's with men? You can't stick your dick in someone without deciding you're in love or you hate them." And then threatens to kill him. It was honestly funny. I was laughing.
It was strange
because like he's there. She starts beating the shit out of him. He's like, "I'm in love with you," and she's like, "What?" Like we just fuck. Like she was his daughter. The daughter's detached. Like he's your boyfriend. She's like, no, he's not. She's like, I know what you do. It's like, are you pervert? Are you listening with a cup on the wall?
She's like, I know what you effing do. Yeah, but man,
yeah.
So you're saying
I didn't expect them to fully commit, but I thought it was gonna be like, oh, she's crazy, but they
went for it. They went
for the whole movie.
I feel like that made the payoff worth it.
He was in it. You're saying?
I'm saying
it was real.
I'm saying he was in her past.
So, like in the supermarket and stuff, it didn't exist.
Yeah,
like it was just flashbacks.
Yeah, she was all in her mind.
I feel like what would make more sense.
I feel like that's the only way you can take it to like get through the movie. You're like,
I feel like it would make more sense if, like, for your like argument is if he really existed, he just didn't have the baby.
Yeah,
she killed him.
Yeah,
and then after that was all nonsense. Like there was no baby. She just killed him. And then broke and thought she had the baby.
She killed him.
Makes more sense than him not being there.
Well, the thing is, if she killed him, why is she not going to jail and she's just resting in bed?
Maybe she is. You don't know.
She's just.
Why is her daughter just back in the fold? And like, hey, mom, you got a new baby. Cool.
Right? And she didn't question the baby. She didn't question the baby.
Yeah. No, she's like, we got a new kid. Cool.
There's no baby and there's no him.
Where'd you get him from? That old boyfriend?
It honestly seems like the ending like could all be in her head, but also it's bizarre, so it could just be like a bizarre movie.
Yeah.
I don't think he existed and I don't think she existed. Or the baby existed. No, I don't think
that's just going down the list. Like didn't exist. Didn't exist. Like what about this character? Not real.
I don't think he existed. I don't think the baby
The only way I accept this movie is no one existed.
Right. I don't think the baby existed. I don't think
it just broke Ben's brain while he was watching. He's like, none of it's real.
I could see like that being your 3-word review on like Rotten Tomatoes. No one existed.
Yeah.
1 star. No one existed.
No one existed. No, but hey, you know what I didn't buy though is even if he wasn't
that they existed,
if he wasn't real or whatever. I mean, even if he was real, sure, doing the kindnesses, that was so stupid. Like he had so much control.
I mean,
over
that's like a 50 Shades of Grey type thing.
No, but that was 22 years ago. I mean, move on with your life. I mean, what
exist. People get psychologically like.
What did he have on her though? He didn't have nothing. Call the cops, or she did try and get the cops.
She did, and they didn't do anything.
But the thing is, like, try again. You know, you know what I mean?
Once you don't succeed, try again. Yeah. That's what I stole my whole life.
He didn't exist,
dude. But she did so much stupid stuff. I was like, she wouldn't do this.
But then, like, when she approaches him finally, like at the park, and he's like, "I don't know who you are, lady."
Yeah,
and she starts to be like question herself. I feel like it was so good because like he was just like, what are you talking about? I don't know you. And she's like, and then he's like, says her name, and she goes, you do know me. And he's like, obviously he knows
He's
you.
playing games.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
She's like, you do know me. And it's like, yes, obviously he is the man you think he is. Like,
He is playing
She was
games.
just so far gone.
She's great
She
in it,
did.
though.
She kills it.
Yeah, her and Tim Roth are really good. But
Yep.
Rebecca Hall's a great actress. So it could be true that he does exist. I was thinking that
Yeah.
myself. She murdered
She
him.
murdered him, and then
The
after
baby
that,
did
it's nonsense.
nonsense. But
I disagree.
What
I
do you-
like to believe the baby existed.
So do I. I do too.
yeah,
100%
Ben,
that
right?
happened.
His name is Ben, right?
Huh?
Wasn't the
Yeah,
baby's name Ben?
Benjamin,
Maybe
yeah.
that's what's the disconnect is. Ben is.
true. Maybe
Ben's like, he did. There's no way he
it's
existed.
too personal.
There can't be another Ben.
right.
Another Ben that's fingers got left on the counter.
There are a lot of ways you can take this movie, though. I mean, it's just.
We need to get the director on the horn.
Yeah. No, it's really though. It's just like a look at the long-lasting effects of trauma.
Oh yeah,
But they didn't make it as clear as like some movies do, where you're like, oh, that was just all in her head.
Yeah.
Where they're like, he had a baby inside of him. And she dug it out. Like,
Yeah, it made you just go.
Yeah,
is
for
anything
decades.
real?
Yeah.
Is anything real?
for decades he had
You know what I'm saying?
a baby in
I
him.
was like, I accept this. I like it.
That's what bothered me. Is anything real?
This movie shook Ben to his core.
You know what? People who have endured this kind of stuff, like emotional abuse and psychological abuse, like
No, I thought you meant taking a baby out of their ex.
They might get more out of it and appreciate it more. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Definitely. But
Just like I said, like Men, I feel like that movie that we all saw, right?
yeah, that was a good movie.
Feel like that also, like people that went through something traumatic, like would get more out of that, especially women.
For sure.
Would get more out of men than us.
toxic relationships and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, for sure. But I never went through this situation, so I didn't appreciate it
I don't
the
think
whole time.
anybody's ever been through this situation. I know what you're saying, but
No, but you guys want to get to ratings?
sure.
All right, I gave it a 5.5.
Whoa.
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah. Just because I appreciate
because of the full commit, I
swing
get-
for the fences.
If it wouldn't have
But-
committed and it was just like, she's crazy, it wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have rated it as high. But I feel like
The
even
fact
if you
that
don't enjoy the movie, like the payoff was worth it. Like it was worth it to see that unfold.
the baby inside him and
Just that
her
whole-
murder
that was
him,
nonsense.
It's crazy. Yeah, well made.
No one existed.
No, is it? would you guys say watch it ASAP, watch it whenever, or skip it?
I would say probably skip it, but I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I would say whenever.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah.
I feel like I thought you were gonna say whenever, and then you just went skip it, full skip it. Ben's convinced you to
And
skip
what was
it.
crazy is I gave it a lower score than you. I said whenever, but I think whatever. I think it's well enough made, and I think different people will appreciate it more. You know,
Yeah, there's good acting and the story's pretty good, and they really went for something. But
the characters are pretty good.
They did swing for the fences.
more than almost any movie.
If you had like a
that
psychologically
she wants
abusive
is
husband
another
22 years ago,
baby.
and then he had a baby inside him, and, you'll appreciate it more. You know what I mean?
It was just more than anything. I was like, well, they keep talking about this. Well, this
Oh,
is just gonna
that
end
she
really dumb.
wants
They did it.
Is another baby.
Are they gonna do it? They did it. All right, guys, we got the quote game for you. I got a movie quote. They got to guess it. Here we go. I honestly don't know how he says it,
That's fine.
but you know what I mean. I don't want to kill anybody, but if I got to get out that door and you're standing in my way, one way or the other, you're getting out of my way.
We're getting some deep dives.
Think about the context of that.
Inglorious Bastards.
It's in a confined room.
I assumed.
I'll give you a hint. Men with guns.
I said Inglorious Bastards.
That's
Is that
not
wrong? Okay. Well, you didn't respond, so I was like, what is happening?
Con Air.
Oh no. Reservoir Dogs.
Why'd you say it like that?
That was my next guess.
I don't want to kill anybody. If I gotta get out that door and you're standing in my way, one way or the other, you're getting out of my way.
That
Was
my
it?
next guess, yes.
Oh man. All right. Was that too complicated? What do you
No,
think?
that's
Oh,
fine.
Okay.
Fair game.
Sweet. All right. That's
Wait,
it.
Ben gets points? No, too hard. I've never seen
I
Reservoir
didn't see it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's our review of Resurrection. Thank you. We'll see you soon. We love you, and we'll see you.